a lot of people think that Isaiah's words are hard to understand and a little bit complicated. And I can see why they think that, because the language is poetic and not the language that we would use today. But in 2 Nephi 25, Nephi breaks it down in a more plain way that everyone can understand. So we're going to break that down today. So welcome to day 47 of the Seek Him First Book of Mormon Challenge, where we read one verse a day, first thing in the morning, and I break it down right here on TikTok. So in 2 Nephi 25, Nephi glorifies in plainness. And he says in verse 4, "They are plain unto those that are filled with the prophecy of the spirit of prophecy." And later in that verse, "My soul delighteth in plainness." So the most important takeaway from all of these verses is that everything points to Jesus Christ. And verse 26 illustrates this well. It says, "And we talk of Christ, we rejoice in Christ, we preach of Christ, we prophesy of Christ, and we write according to our prophecies, that our children may know to what source they may look for a remission of their sins." I thought this was really cool because I'm also doing a mini series about the articles of faith. And I thought there was verses in here that actually teach about the third article of faith pretty well. So today I think I'm going to combine my Seek Him First series and my Article of Faith series. So the third article of faith is, "We believe that through the atonement of Christ, all mankind may be saved by the obedience and to the laws and ordinances of the gospel." So in verse 23, it ties in the third article of faith. So I'm going to read that. "For we labor diligently to write to persuade our children and also our brethren to believe in Christ and to be reconciled to God. For we know that it is by grace that we are saved after all we can do." So this verse is highly criticized by other Christians, and I just want to clarify this because it's okay that we have different theology than other Christians in the community, but the Latter-day Saint community doesn't believe that it is by our works alone that we are saved. We believe that it is by grace that we are saved. And we don't believe that laws and ordinances are us earning our salvation. We believe it's obedience to God. So the point that I want to drive home with talking about 2 Nephi 25 and the third article of faith is that everything points to Jesus Christ, and it is through his atonement that we are saved, and it is not something that we earn, but obedience is what God is asking from us.